Yo, what's going on? Back with another video, and today we will be going through the TikTok marketing insights flow that I built out. I posted about it yesterday, and yeah, it was pretty popular. A lot of people were asking about the flow, so figured we'll go through that today, and I will show you guys the output and how to set things up. Before that, I just wanted to guys, I guess, like show you real quick what the Bolt UI is going to look like. So yeah, pretty much just playing around a little bit with this whole vibe coding thing. It's pretty fun. So yeah, pretty much just built out a super simple front end in Bolt, and now I'm working on passing the data from the form right here into the n8n flow, which will then spit it on the back end. But yeah, I mean, this took me literally under an hour really to build. I mean, it's nothing crazy at all. The dashboard or the results page is kind of like where I'm getting stuck at the moment and passing the data back into the webhook back into n8n. But anyways, it works just fine with a form submission and a Google Sheet. So I will walk you through the entire setup now, and then I'll go through the notes a little bit more in depth. So we pretty much just start with a form submission right here where we add in the keyword and the amount of videos that we want to scrape. Then we basically scrape TikTok via Appify for videos that has the keyword that we set. We pull the transcript. We basically just pull out the transcript. We send the transcript both to the first AI agent right here, which pulls out the pain points, trigger events, and so on, and sends it again to the second AI agent, which rewrites the pulled transcript for our product and service, and then spits everything out into a Google Sheet, which looks like this, where we have the original transcription, the pain point, the desired outcomes, trigger events, interesting or direct quotes. Then we have the new script right here. For some reason, this wasn't loading when I just pulled this in, but we'll see if it pulls it in now. So let's just go through the flow right here. So we start by just, again, doing the form application, keywords to scrape. Let's just do electrolyte hydration. Let's just do 5 videos to keep it simple for now. And then for product description, I'm just going to pull from instant hydration. Shout out to Jordan Menard. Proprietary blend, blah, blah, blah. And then we just hit submit. And then you can see the data has been passed to the HTTP request via Appify that scrapes TikTok. We pulled 5 videos back. We got the subtitles or the transcript. We pulled the transcript. We cleaned that up. And now we've sent I guess we have 4 videos with, I guess, like transcripts that it pulled. Not every video will obviously have that. So now we're sending that to the first AI agent. And this might take a second, so I'll just pause the video until we have a completion here. All right, we're back. That took about 2 minutes, I guess. So if we go back into the spreadsheet right here, you can see that we have the transcript, we have the quotes, we have everything right here. So let's just go through this one, for example. So this is the original script. We have the pain points right here: over-consuming water results in frequent urination, desired outcomes, achieve a better hydration balance without the burden of constant bathroom visits, trigger events, a realization that drinking excessive water might not actually be beneficial or healthy. That's pretty good. Then interesting quotes: stop drinking a gallon of water a day unless you love living in the bathroom all day long. Then by all means, keep chugging. That's pretty funny, actually. And then again, we have the transcripts here, or the rewritten scripts. So yeah, here is the rewritten script. I won't bore you with reading the entire thing, but yeah, we pretty much pull everything through here. I think the setup got a little bit messed up as it isn't aligned right here, so I'll look into that. But yeah, as you can see right here, we're pulling everything in directly from the TikToks, and we have the original video right here as well, so you can kind of like actually see the visuals and what's going on too. I forgot to mention that. So let's just go through the entire flow in a little bit more detail. So again, we start with the form submission trigger event node. And again, right here, the fields that I've added in is just the actual keyword that you want to scrape, how many videos you want to pull, and then a product description. Obviously, the more videos you pull, the more data you will have. We could have technically added in like a filter mechanism right here, so we filter based on views. That could definitely be valid, but I didn't do that for now. And then we pretty much send a little bit of data here into JSON, which the JSON code right here, which we use alongside Appify. So if I just pull this tab over, so Appify is basically just like a tool base where you have tons of different tools that you can use alongside n8n. And I'm using this TikTok data extractor by Clockworks. So what you pretty much do, and I mean, again, you guys can just copy and paste the setup that I have right here, but you pretty much set up what you want to scrape right here. So in my case, I did it just based on search. I removed this right here, and you can just add in whatever keyword you want right here. So electrolytes, you just add that in, and then you just add how many videos, etc., you want. And then right here, you see that you can get this as either a manual or a JSON. So this is pretty much kind of like the default code. But instead of kind of like going into Appify and manually updating the keywords and like the results per page, we just copy and paste this. We add this into the JSON file down here. And this is why we added in the data in the form. So instead of having this manually inside and pulled from Appify, I just removed that right here, and then I just pulled it over from the product form instead. So it's a dynamic keyword and amount of videos pulled instead of it being manually copy and pasted right here from Appify. So this is obviously a lot more automatic. You just have to, again, just choose the keyword and how many videos you want to scrape from the form submission, and then the code, the JSON code, is automatically updated. So it's a little bit more of an automatic process that way. Anyways, and then you just need to copy and paste the TikTok Appify API code right here. So to do that, you just hit API and then API endpoints, and then you just choose this one right here, the get datasets items. So you just set up an account, it's free, and then you just copy and paste that, paste in your code right here or URL right there, and then it will include your API key as well. Next, we have the get subtitles code right here. This is just pretty much to pull out the subtitles from the videos. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then we get the transcript. So I found this from another video, this code right here. So honestly, I'm not even sure like how this works, but it pretty much just pulls the subtitle links from kind of like the TikTok videos right here. Again, we just clean up the transcripts with another code node right here. And then again, we pass the 4 pull transcripts into the 2 agents. The first agent is a research analyst. So I have the system message right here that your job is to extract actionable marketing insights from user-generated content like TikTok transcripts. And then the system message is that we are giving it a TikTok transcript, analyze it for the following, and determine whether the speaker is describing a problem, a solution, or both regarding to the keyword, which we passed through from the form. And then we want to extract pain points, desired outcomes, trigger events, interesting quotes. And then lastly, we pass the transcript, which we pulled from the code node. So you just, again, drag and drop this in. Next, we just use an AI transform node, basically just to extract the pain points as individual outputs. So again, I literally just use the AI transform node, and then I just tell it what I want it to do. So I just wanted to extract the output from the AI agent into separate outputs, and it worked just fine. Again, for chat model, I just used OpenAI, and then I just added a think tool. And then for the second AI agent, this system message is that it is a persuasive copywriter skilled at rerunning user-generated content to position a product or service as the solution, blah, blah, blah. And then the user message is that it will analyze the following TikTok transcript and determine whether the speaker is describing a problem related to the keyword, a solution, or both, and then rewrite the transcript with the following goals. Frame our product or service, again, pulled from the form right here, so instant hydration in this case, as the ideal solution to the problem or a key part of the solution being described. preserve the speaker's tone, make it sound like a natural social media post, make sure it's conversational and authentic, and then we just send through the transcript again. So again, this is where you can kind of like play around with the prompting to change up the output. And then lastly, as usual, we just pass everything into a Google Sheet. So you pretty much just need to have a Google Sheet ready with the columns already set up, and then you just pull that through into your n8n account, and then you pretty much just map the output based on the columns. So you have the video URL, which I pulled from the right here from the Scrape TikTok node, and then I just pulled, where is it? Web video URL right here. So again, you just drag and drop that right there. Same for the original transcription pain points. You just pull them all through from the different outputs in the nodes right here. And then you run it through. So yeah, I think that is pretty much it. Again, as usual, playing around with this user message is where you'll get the most changes in terms of output. So yeah, play around with that. Again, also you can play around with adding in like a filter mechanism here to filter based on views, and then you could, instead of just pulling or scraping 5 videos, you could scrape like 500, 1,000, and then just pull the top one. So yeah, I mean, a lot of customization right here. But again, hope this video is helpful, and I will definitely keep you guys posted once the Bolt front end is built out. I'll make a separate video about that. But that's it for this one, guys. Hope this was helpful. Peace.